Thanks for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, resilience in the face of hate. Plus, a health report card for LA County. And celebrating women making a difference. But first, local artists were invited to learn about the work of the public defender and create art pieces inspired by the experience. Here's more.
It's a new beginning, I think, here at the Public Defender's Office. We're here in their Human Resources Department, and it's been redesigned. It really looks beautiful. It's retro. I think there used to be a lot of files and things that were just stored here for years, and now it's been converted to somewhat of an art gallery.
Most people don't really understand what it is that we do as public defenders and as a team on any given day. And there's not a lot of communication of that with the outer community. And so what we're doing here today is bringing artists in from community in Los Angeles who took their time to meet the staff, see the courtrooms, talk about our work, and then interpret that in their own mediums. And not only do we have that here for people to see, I'll get to that thing, but the artists now are forever impacted by what they went through. And I'm hopeful that they will not just talk about the experience of painting or drawing or creating, but what it meant to engage with the Public Defender's Office in that time frame.
We know that for us at the Department of Arts and Culture, there are a variety of ways that we expand access to the arts, and that we think of arts as integral to civic life for all of our people and communities. But when we think about the power of arts and creative expression to change what's on the civic narrative, how do we think about the communities that we want to support? How do we change how people think about those that might be involved in the justice system? There's no better way to do that than through the arts.
I think it's a moment of pride. Definitely knowing that this piece is representing Los Angeles and representing those ideas in a place like the Hall of Records, where the work that's done here is to help the people of LA. So that's something that's makes me very proud.
A new survey conducted by the Department of Public Health identifies the major health issues impacting LA County's diverse communities and what's behind them.
This is a really exciting opportunity for us today. We're releasing the results of a countywide survey of our families and their health issues, their health concerns, the conditions in their community.
So this is a survey that we've been doing since 1997. We do it periodically every 2 to 4 years. The last time we released data was in 2018. So it's really exciting that we're now have the most recent 2023 data on all kinds of health conditions in LA County, health behaviors, what we call social determinants of health, so housing, food, those kinds of things. And it's survey data on residents in LA County. So over 9,000 people responded to the survey, 9,000 adults, and then we have information about over 7,000 children on all of these different topics. And it's a great source of information for people to see what's happening in the county around health and the conditions that impact health. And then, very importantly, to be able to use the data in their communities with the work that they do in their organizations to really improve the health of LA County.
I think what we need to take away is that every resident in LA County deserves to have all of the resources they need to be as healthy as our healthiest residents. We shouldn't really see gaps like this. You know, we know what it takes to support people to be in good health, and we should be able to now take all of our resources to close those gaps.
The spotlight of success was turned on women making a big impact in our civic life during Women's History Month. Here's more.
It's exciting to be here with you to celebrate these powerhouse women who are here with us. Thank you all for your participation, for celebrating Women's History Month, and for being women who are making history each and every day.
We're here to celebrate what's most important, and that is our LA County's Women Commission's 39th annual event and celebration of our great women.
This luncheon is really so important. I'm so proud of the work that the Commission does countywide. And it's important that we pause this month to acknowledge the incredible work women do on behalf of every Angelino year-round.
Congratulations to all the Women of the Year awardees today. And not only do we have different approaches to governing, we bring different life experiences to the table than men do. And that is as mothers, as grandmothers, as caregivers, or as women in jobs that are too often undervalued and underappreciated. And it takes women in leadership to not only shine a light on the challenges women face, but to help them fix them.
It just means a lot to everybody who's being honored today for all their efforts that they've put in over the years to just progress women in all of our fields.
We are here to lift up other women because when you lift up the conditions for a woman, you make them better for everyone.
I'm hoping that this will serve as an inspiration to many more young women and girls to strive and never take no for an answer and fight hard, whether it be a family business or in a corporation. Either way, your work is important.
The Los Angeles County Commission on Human Relations has unveiled a series of murals combating hate, like this one in the Antelope Valley highlighting the human spirit.
LA versus Hate is actually a very new, bold initiative by the county, which was launched a few years back when we saw that the numbers of hate crimes that were being reported to us had been continually rising year after year in a way that was unprecedented. We've always recognized that art is a powerful tool for a lot of things in our world, and particularly in a world that is experiencing so much turmoil and also experiencing the discrimination, hate, prejudice that exists out there. Even though in many ways, that's the minority of what happens among people in LA County, we know when it happens, it's very jarring. It can make you feel like you don't belong. And art has a way of reaching people on a different level.
I think I ended up creating the composition that you see here through a lot of reflection. I wanted to make something that symbolizes life in a human representational way. So I really wanted to go about that in a way that was not so on the nose. People really wanted me to portray the resilience of the community here in the Antelope Valley. And so I think a great metaphor for that is the poppy. The poppy can grow in a very, very harsh climate and the desert heat out here in Lancaster, but it's so beautiful, but also delicate. And I think that's a great metaphor for the community here as well. So I was really drawn to the metaphor of the poppy, its life cycle, because it's a plant that blooms, blossoms, plants its seeds, it comes back to life every year. And I think life has cycles like that of hardships, of beauty. But in the end, I think there's beauty to find in the human experience, and I think that transcends time and place. So really try to explore that concept, but also very much keep in mind what the community wanted to see visually. So yeah, that's how I came to putting this composition together. A lot of it also is influenced by my own culture, my Tongva heritage, our basket weaving traditions, and also other indigenous communities that make textiles, basketry, contemporary and ancient forms of art. So all those things really influence what you see here today. There's narrative panels split up throughout the image, and those are also meant to represent different forms of solidarity and connectivity amongst human beings and the human experience. So portions of the panels have hands exchanging food, exchanging water. I think these basic necessities to life that connect us across time and place in the human experience. These essentials really, I felt it was important, and the community felt it was important to try and demonstrate that in some way, that there is solidarity and community here in the Antelope Valley, and people do support each other. I think art has the potential to have that transformative power, to be able to connect people visually. And it's an honor that I have the opportunity to contribute and engage in this way. It really is a privilege to use my talents and skills as an artist and to have people that support the work that I want to make, and also work in collaboration with people to promote solidarity, to support love. There is so much hate and intolerance in the communities that we exist in, and I think art is one way to unify that and kind of deconstruct these misconceptions in so many ways. Like, even in the painting process, to have the young folks involved, there's so many different hands from so many different backgrounds that have come together to help make this happen.
If it was bigger, we'd all I love that. That's a great idea. We have to wait. Let's make sure we get it. Not yet. 1, 2, 3.
And so it's really a beautiful thing to connect across time and place and to have so many different people involved. And I think all that collaborative process is what connects us.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you now with scenes from Latina Fest, a celebration of all things Latina. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.
Latina Fest 2024!
This is our 6th year of Latina Fest, a festival that celebrates all things Latina, that recognizes our economic power, our social power, our financial power.
We have now become the largest festival on the West Coast that celebrates everything Latina.
It's an annual event uplifting Latina entrepreneurs, micro-enterprises, and celebrating the accomplishments and leaderships of Latinas, of which there are many here in the County of Los Angeles.
And it's so amazing to see all the Latinas with their businesses, bringing their daughters, so we can see what we're doing.
With Latina Fest, there's a lot of opportunities to connect with other Latinas organizations.
Girl power! There's any kind of booth that you can imagine. We have authors, we have makeup, we have shoes, artisanal, we have pastries. Anything you can imagine, especially if it has a Latino flair, you will find it here at Latina Fest.
We have about 15 businesses that have launched at Latina Fest. And every year it gets bigger and bigger. Last year we had 3,000. This year we're looking to get about 4,000 attendees.
Hi, Hilda Solis would like to present you with your County of Los Angeles vendor commendation.
Thank you so much. As we know, there are so many different kinds of Latinidad and Latinas, so having us all together in one spot is one big old party every year, and it's so beautiful.
So we want to continue to see more Latinas persist, to do well, to know that there's technical assistance for them. There are grant opportunities to expand their businesses, and we here at the County of Los Angeles are here to serve.
And if you guys haven't experienced this event, you guys have to come because it's going to get bigger and bigger every year.
And if you didn't make it this year, don't worry. We're already planning our Latina Fest 2025, and it's going to be May 18th, 2025. Please mark your calendars, be here, because you don't want to miss this amazing, amazing festival.